G'day, I'm Dave Frant from Outdoor Sporting Agencies, and today we're going to take a look at the new Sauer 505 bolt action rifle, the smoothest bolt action in the world. Welcome to OSA Reviews. So just note guys, I have checked this firearm, it is clear and we are all good to go. Sauer has evolved over the last 270 years and really perfected their craft. Based in Germany, they're one of the oldest firearm manufacturers to date. The Sauer brand itself has been tried and tested in the Aussie bush for over 70 years. Let's take a look at the new features of the 505. We have the new quick release saddle mount system. It's guaranteed to return you to zero each and every time. We have a look at the new bolt. It's a one-piece bolt. We no longer have a bolt that changes out like the old 404. So if you want to change calibers, change the barrel out, you will need to get an additional bolt as well. From there, we have a look at the new receiver. It's a solid steel. It's been milled out. The new Quattro trigger. It has 4 settings available. You can adjust this yourself from 350, 750, 1000 and 1250. The barrels are interchangeable and they are compatible with the 404 barrels as well. The new Sauer barrels on the 505 do feature the DLC, which is a diamond-like coating, so they will not rust. Very, very durable and very good for the Aussie bush. Another great feature is the stocks are fully interchangeable. So if I want to go and have a hunt out in the bush, I can put the poly stock on. If I want to go down the range and have a bit of a target shoot, or do something special, I can change this stock out and I can put a timber stock on. Very, very versatile. Everything is modular. Okay, so we'll have a look at the new magazine. All the new magazines are poly. They're not steel anymore. Durable and robust, and they certainly do everything they need to do. With the new push button system here, so basically you can't lose your magazine. You need to push quite firmly to get this out. Let's take a quick look at the new safety system on the back here. So it's quite easy, quite similar to the Blazer setup. You just need to push forward and up to fire. If you want to go on to safety, we push down. Very, very safe, very, very simple, and it doesn't make any noise out in the bush. I've been fortunate enough over the last 12 years to be in the industry. I've managed a gun shop, successfully produced my own hunting TV show, and now work for one of the best wholesalers in the industry. I've had first-hand experience with the new Sauer 505, and what can I say is, wow, these things are amazing. The improvements, the new saddle mount system, the trigger system, and the safety system on these, unbelievable. Let's take a more in-depth look at the new action. Okay, so what I love about this, it's a steel frame, so it's a one-piece steel being milled out. We've got the skeleton design here, which has reduced the weight significantly. So we're going to have the bolt. The bolt's one piece, it's all steel. So we have steel on steel. This is how we get the smoothest bolt action rifle in the world. I love the key features of this. They've changed out the magazine now, so they're all polymer. You can't dent them, you can't scratch them. They're pretty much indestructible. Very simple, slides in and locks in. I love the new features they've got now. So it's a push button design. This button here is quite firm and quite hard, so it will be almost impossible to get it out by accidentally bumping it. But they've gone one step further. What they've done in this button here at the front, they've introduced another safety feature so you don't lose your magazine. You can simply slide it forward. I can push the button and it's locked in. So you will never lose another magazine again. From there, we move on to the bolt, 6-lug bolt system, one-piece bolt. Very, very smooth. There's a small button on the back you push just to let the bolt slide in there itself, and we lock it down. The new safety feature, safety system on the back here is very similar to Blazer. It is very, very easy to use, and it is probably one of the safest, if not the safest, safety system in the world. All right, so let's take a look at one of my favorite new parts of the rifle, the new Quattro trigger. For this, we'll have to take down the fore end of the rifle. So what they've done here is a great idea. So your sling stud swivel in the rear has your tool in it, so it is always going to be in the firearm itself. If you need to change it or tighten something up, and when you're out in the bush, it's there and ready to go. So we simply stick it in here. Now there is a little bit of a trick to this, and we can't just turn to loosen or tighten to take the fore end off. We have to actually push in a little bit and then turn. It's as simple as that, and then the front end will slide off. Then from there we got access to Quattro trigger. So like I said earlier, there's 3 settings to this: 350 grams, 750, 1000 and 1250. Easy. Grab the tool, simply put it in here, and we just turn to the next setting. So I've just gone from 350 to 750. Very easy, very simple to use. Once you've done that, you can literally test it and use it yourself, and you will notice the difference. Very easy, very simple. I love this concept. How to put the fore end back on. There is a little bit of a trick to it. We slide it down. Just need to slightly pinch that bottom of the fore end there and just push down so we don't have any gap here. And like I mentioned before, we've got our tool. What we need to do is sit the tool in there, push forward, and then we need to lock it into place. You can't just put the tool in there and crank it either way. You need to push it so it locks back into position. All right, let's have a more in-depth look into the mounting system itself. I've been using a system like this for a long, long time now. They are very, very good, and they are very accurate, and they guarantee you a return to zero. So very similar or the same as the Blazer quick release mount system. We can take this off, I can put it back on, quite simply lock it back into place, and I'll return to zero. We can pack this rifle up into a bag. I can go to the high country, I can jump on a plane and fly overseas. I can put the rifle back together and we are guaranteed to be zero. And I know this to be true because I've been doing it for the last 10 years or so, and the system, it works, and it is pretty much bulletproof. All right, let's take a look at the interchangeable barrel system. So you've got your gun here, your stock, your receiver. So this lug hanging out the front here, we simply pull that down. We grab our barrel. There's a neat little trick, it's pretty easy. Just find the serial number here, located on the bottom of your barrel. And then we just need to line it up so it slides in all the way like that. Push this lock-in lug back down to lock that. Now the even easier part, grab your Sauer tool. We just need to tighten up the 3 screws on the bottom of the receiver. So just do them up so they're firm, and then just give them a tight little nip up. You don't need to crank them or over tighten them. And there we have it. You have your next barrel in your Sauer. Let's take a look at some of the key features of the poly stock. This particular one's thumb hole, adjustable cheek piece. Everything is modular and removable. The poly stock itself is basically as strong as it gets. I can take this out bush, I can bash it around. I'm not going to do any damage. It's pretty much the ideal all-round hunting rifle for the Aussie bush. Let's take a quick look at the timber version. We have a few little upgrades. This particular one has a lovely piece of timber on it. Magazines, We can get a 3-round or a 5-round depending on caliber. A couple of added features here. We've got the dual bolt. This is very nice. This is a stunning gun. It looks beautiful. And what I love about these new 505s, like I said before, everything is modular. I can basically purchase one firearm and one receiver action. I can swap out stocks. I can have multiple stocks, and I can have multiple barrels. So, for example, if I want to go down the range and look a bit fancy with my new Sauer 505, take down the timber version, it looks awesome. If I want to go out and have a hunt in the bush and chase some deer, I can grab the poly model and I can bash it around. For our backpack hunters out there and anyone that wants to reduce the weight further, we also have the option of a carbon fiber stock set to reduce the weight even further. Well, I'm so impressed by the new Sauer 505, I can't wait to get one for myself. Head into your local gun shop to order yours today. If you want to keep up to date with all the new products, hit like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.